In this sports interview with my friend Randy, I'm going to introduce him, and we're going to talk about what's been going on in sports and about all the success that we've seen in the early part of the season and about the shock of the suspensions and all the other stuff that's been happening. And here's Randy, and we're going to talk about the start of the season and all the success that we've seen so far.
Alright, so far I see the Yankees are doing spot on amazing right now. Out of most of the teams, so far, my Red Sox are doing, they're okay. They're not doing too good.
That's true.
Mets are, maybe in the middle.
Yeah.
But, the rest of the other, conference of the teams, they're doing spot on. It's, more like they're playing as a team, but it's always management. The management is the one that tries to get them on the same page.
That's true. Also, I did hear that the Yankees are the first team in the American League to get to 30 wins, and the Phillies already are the first team to 31 wins, and those teams have been clicking with offense and defense and pitching, and it's been clicking since the start, and they've been really doing good. I'm going to ask Randy about his thoughts on those two teams doing well and being the first in wins and everything.
Yeah, to be honest, I want to see a rematch with the Phillies and the Yankees, because that was a great, game. That was, a great, verse. That, I have, the Red Sox and Yankees, rivalries, but, rivalries are good games, but, it's, I like, a good conference game, a good, clean sweep, or a clean, sportsmanlike conduct,
Yeah.
It's just with the rivalries, it always gets heated, and then people get ejected of the game or suspensions and stuff.
That's true, and plus the last time the Yankees and Phillies were in the World Series was 2009, and the Yankees beat the Phillies, who were the reigning champs, and the Yankees beat them, and I was 8 years old that year.
It was kind of funny because it was a very good pitcher on that team on the Phillies that year.
Yeah.
A former Red Sox, a former Mets, a former Montreal Expos, and it was Pedro Martinez.
That's true.
And then the greatest slugger hitter on the Phillies was Ryan Howard.
And on the Yankees, it was A-Rod and Teixeira, and plus we had CeCe also and A.J. Burnett.
And also, wasn't it Jeter's last World Series that year too?
Yeah, that was his last World Series.
That was a great World Series, and I have to say, that was a very good sportsmanlike game. It's really good.
That's true.
I have to say, Yankees are very honorable when it comes to the sport of baseball. It's
That's true.
They always take baseball serious. No matter if it's a win or a loss, they take it serious. And they stay very professional to the game.
It's true, and plus they're known as the gentlemen of baseball. Also, we're going to talk about the Astros now are winning 8 games in a row, and they're slowly coming back in that division race to try to win the division against the defending World Series champion, their rivals, the Rangers, and against their other rivals, the Mariners. And there was breaking news that Blanco was suspended for apparently 10 games because he had foreign substance. He was their best pitcher, and I was literally blown away because it's maybe was that why he was doing well, but also I felt like he may have put too much Rosalyn on his glove that may have made his glove feel really sticky. And I'm going to introduce Randy to discuss his thoughts about it.
I really forgot about Rosalyn was illegal in baseball because, I remember the last time I heard about that suspension about a player had Rosalyn.
Yeah.
He first got ejected from the game, and then he got suspended. And that was the first and only time it was a Yankee.
I remember.
It was a pitcher. And
Domingo Germán, I think it was.
because like the umpire went up to him and they looked on his wrist and they saw like he had the rosin on his wrist. Like,
and plus, it's true.
I feel like the Astros coming back slowly is really good because like it's still the regular season.
It's early.
They still have time to get more wins in the series and my honest opinion, they're definitely going to make it to the playoffs again. Like they haven't missed the playoffs since last year and the year before.
Yeah, and it's true.
Like, I feel like it's like they're going to make it to the playoffs, but like I feel like the Texas Rangers are going to put up a fight because they're the reigning defending World Series champs.
That's true, and plus they were the ALCS matchup, and the Rangers beat them in 7 games. And plus, Houston is now coming back from their injuries with Framber Valdez coming back and dominating, and now Christian Javier dominating, and they swept the Oakland A's at their home ballpark. And it's weird. Houston has been struggling at home, which is very weird to see, and it's like, what the heck happened? And they've been doing that since last year, but like they're now starting to heat up and finally starting to get healthy.
It's like mainly it's the injuries. It's like they have to like take it easy. Like mainly in baseball, injuries are like more like the hamstrings and the rotator cuffs and like getting hit with the baseball in the face. But like it's just. And it's like the main serious thing about baseball, what makes it fun is like the entertainment. But the craziest thing of the thing about injuries is like when a batter hits the ball, it hits them in the face if they're not quick catching the ball.
Yeah.
It's like if they're going for a play, they try to catch a foul ball, they go over the barricade and they hurt their hamstrings or they hurt their leg or they tear something. But it's like, number one in sports, you always got to stretch and be careful because you don't know, if you're aware of your surroundings, you're definitely going to get injured no matter what.
That's true. Also, we're going to be talking about the last subject, which is about Juan Soto. His agent and him are now going to be talking to Steinbrenner about them being always open to an extension, and Steinbrenner's going to do everything he can to re-sign Soto and keep him a Yankee for the rest of his career, and I'm going to have Randy explain his thoughts about it.
I feel like he's definitely going to get the contract extension.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to get it because he's putting in the work, he's focusing, he's playing well this year, so he's... In my eyes, he's getting the contract extension. Definitely.
And plus, because Juan Soto said, my main focus on the right now is playing well and winning. And I'm like, that's the right attitude and being a leader for the game. Plus, he loves the fan base being this big. I'm like, then stay in New York and give him the contract he wants.
It's like, I mean, like, New York Yankees, they have, like, the biggest fan base, so, like, I feel like they have the more benefits and profits in sports history.
That's true.
So, like, if he makes a number what he wants for his contract extension, I think he's going to get it. Because, I mean, Yankees are the top New York team right now. The Mets, they're not doing so much well, but I feel like if the Mets gets a good, like, pick in the draft that won't mess up their career, then I feel like Mets will be a good contender and put up a fight with the Yankees and come back. And
that's true.
It's still New York, but New York is still in the Big Apple. But like, I feel like Mets, Yankees, they're top good New York teams, but the Yankees have the top dollars in New York. So
that's true. I want to thank you for doing this and talking sports and talking about what's been happening in MLB. And if you guys want to see me and Randy do a MLB recap and another sports interview, definitely DM me and I will talk to Randy about doing it again.
Pleasure being here.
Thank you.